gotta make room for God. You have to make room for God. You have to make room in your schedule for God. You have to make room in your mind for God. You have to make room in your heart for God, because there is a yearning that God wants from you. There is a pull that God is trying to pull out of you. And you have dark places that you won't let God in. You have dark places that you've been running from God, not realizing that God sees everything. He sees those wounds. He sees the scars. He sees the areas that you're not willing to let go. And the moment you decide that you're going to sacrifice these things to God, that you're going to decide that I am going to die to me, I'm going to decide that my will no longer matters. My desire no longer matters. It's your desires that I want, God. It's your way that I want. It's your will that I want. And you'll start to see the change in your spirit. And when you see the change in your spirit, you're going to start to see the change in the natural. Because God is trying to shift some things. He's trying to move some things around in your life. But you are in a place where you're stubborn. You're in a place where you're prideful. You're in a place where you have so much ego that you don't even see the darkness, that you're trying to cover up those dark places. And God is just saying, let me shine the light on them. Let me clean those areas that you're not trying to let me in. Make room for me. Make room for my spirit. Make room for me to dwell in you. Because God is trying to give you wisdom. He's trying to give you the desires of your heart. He's trying to answer that prayer you have been praying for 5 years. But he needs you to make room. You have to move over. Move out your own way. Move out the dark places so God can fill you up. That's just like if you have a cup. If the cup is full, how can it be poured more into? It's going to spill over. So God needs you to empty out some parts of you. Empty out some desires that you have that do not align with his will. So he can fill you up in those areas you have been praying for. So he can fill you up and give you those things that you have been asking for. But it's going to require you to do the work. It's going to require you to make sacrifices. It's going to require you to start walking in obedience and start to focus on him. I know the world is going on around you. I know that there's distractions everywhere, but you have to learn to stay grounded in him. Stay focused on what he is doing in you. And in order for that to happen, he needs you to make room. In order for that to happen, he needs you to make room, whereas though he can dwell in you. Where he can dwell, but he needs more of you.